They have pushed them to one side. They don't want them to belong to Nigeria. And come to think of it, who is Nigeria? What is the meaning of Nigeria in Yoruba land? There's no meaning of Nigeria in Yoruba. There's no meaning of Nigeria in Hausa. There's no meaning of Nigeria in Igbo.
No, what does it
These
mean?
British people, they carry us together so that they now name us Nigeria, so that we will not even understand ourselves. They use that name to confuse us, so that they will be making us. That's why these British, they will not want Biafra to go. Because the day Biafra go, or Yoruba nation go, the end of British has come. Don't forget what happened. When the children, during that time, when they agree, they say they want to build a house to go and meet God. So that they don't need to be praying to God. You know, we human beings, we like what we see. That's why today some people serve, they serve soul. Some people serve different things. They believe they can touch. They wanted to build a house to go and meet God. They can communicate. They can go and meet God. God, why are you not giving me this? And God saw that these people, they will actualize this plan. They allowed them because they were speaking in one language. And what did God do? God used it separate their language. They could not understand themselves. You go and bring block. This one will speak Igbo. You go and bring a smell. What happened among us? That is how God destabilized them. They could not build that house to God. The same thing British use against Nigeria. British bring us together, that different culture, Yoruba different culture, different language, Igbo different culture, different language, Hausa different culture, different mindset, and bring us together because we will not understand ourselves. And that's why these British people, they are making us on a daily basis. And we say enough is enough. Thank God for what Abraham Traore is doing in Africa. Abraham Traore now is opening the eyes of Africa and see that this Onipo supposed to be the one come to Africa to come and be serving us, not we going there to serve them. Because God has given us the mineral resources in Africa to develop Africa, but because we allow these white people to brainwash us with religion, today we are now a slave to this Onipo, which is not supposed to be.
Burkina Faso rejected 200 mosques from Saudi Arabia. And the Bible told Saudi Arabia, instead of building 200 mosques for us, why don't you give us schools and hospitals? Do you think that Nigeria will ever have a time to do that kind of same?
Nigeria politicians are criminals. They are criminals in the sense that if it will be Nigeria now, the Saudi Arabia now come to Nigeria, we want to build mosques, we want to build church, they will grab it because from there they will loot money. But look at Burkina Faso, a man who mean well for his citizens. He told them it's not religion we need. It's not mosque we need. All we need hospital. We need road. I told you that religion has caused more damage to this country. Go and look now. Nigeria, churches everywhere, mosques everywhere. Where are you seeing conflict? Most of this general overseer, most of these imam, they are using religion to escape poverty. Go to school, you cannot go to church school. They say na church get this school. Go there, go and have the pride. Your pikin, you when they go to church, your pikin no fit go to church school because the money high. The same thing go to mosques. These people are using religion to escape poverty. And that's the brain on the poor these British people have used that lets you religion to convince them. Humanity first before religion. If Africa, Nigeria leader allow humanity first before religion, we will not be in this level. And that's why you see in the north, oh, somebody insulted Prophet Muhammad, let's stone him to death. Also, Efulefu people, were you born with Quran? Were you born with Bible? You came into the world. You now decided by the virtue of you met your family a Christian, you decide to be a Christian. You met your family a Muslim, you decide to be a Muslim. Or in one way or the other, you decide to change. This is the religion I want to practice. Why are you bringing religion before humanity? Humanity before religion. Did you know the Jesus Christ that you are fighting for? Jesus Christ is supposed to fight for you, not you fighting for Jesus. Muhammad is supposed to fight for you, not you fighting for Muhammad. That's where our leaders are getting it wrong. That's why you can see somebody like Opus Adema, oh, I'm spending 1.30 billion to send people to Mecca. Is it not nonsense? How many factories has a whole Opus Adema built in Imo State to employ Imonite to work?
But we're looking at that. Opus Adema is supposed to be an Igbo man from Imo State. Why is this sending? Because we don't know how many Muslims are in Imo State. Why is he spending a lot of money to send Muslims to Mecca in a Christian state? And we know that Imo is a Christian state. Why do you think that he's trying to send Muslims to Mecca to over 2.1 billion naira?
Oh, Opus Adema as Igbos, I'm not an Igbo man. But many people will tell you that it's been planted here to take the instruction of Fulani. Don't forget that whole Opus Adema was in 4th position during the elections. Election that declared him as a governor. From 4th position, you say number 1 has a 4th. The second person have 4th. Third person have 4th. It is the 4th person that is now good to be a governor. Can't you see where Hope Uzodinma have gotten it wrong. I have said it without number. I'm not an Igbo, but go and make your research. During the Biafra war, many Fulani went to go and fight Biafra, and they pregnated many Igbo women. Many Igbo women are pregnanted in Igbo culture. If you don't marry their daughter, you pregnant their daughter, they assume that that child is not yours. That child will now bear the name of the parents. If you hear say they call person Christian, Ikechuku, there is nothing mean they are Igbo. Most of them are not Igbo. Most of them are Fulani in disguise. Na Fulani give birth to them. They be very Chief Ikechuku, Chief Okachifo. They be Fulani. They are not Igbos. And that's what you see that is happening in the southeast right now. Most of the governor, instead of them to fight for Igbos, they are fighting for Fulanis. Look at Southwest here. To a large extent, Southwest governor, they came out, they formed a security outfit called Amoteku. Amoteku is confronting the herdsmen. Tell me in the southeast, which is the security outfit that is uniform in the southeast, that is confronting the herdsmen? They are just doing their thing. They are allowing the Fulani to have access to their land. You told us that Samuel Ekpan is the problem of the southeast. We assume that if Samuel Ekpan is being held, there will be peace in the southeast. But since Samuel Ekpan has been restricted not to communicate with Biafra, now nnamdikanu in the custody of DSS over 5 years. As I speak to you now, more killing in the southeast, more kidnapping.
So who is responsible for this?
That is the question you have of Uzodinma. That is the question you have like that. So the rest leaders who are telling you, oh, Samuel Ekpan is the one causing nuisance, nnamdikanu is causing destruction. This set of people should be questioned whether they are real Igbo. As I have said it, whether you are Chief Ikechuku, whether you are Chief Uche, whether you are Chief Okafo, does not mean you are an Igbo man. Go ask Kutuga, go and make research whether during Biafra war, a Fulani man pregnanted your mother and gave birth to you. And the family decided to, oh, since they did not pay money to your head, you will bear the family name. And that's what you have that is happening in Igbo land. The only Southeast leader now that you can see that the Southeast voted for, Alesoti, you can see is doing it differently than what others are doing. And today, let me appreciate the Senate, the Southeast Senators who have came openly and told Nigeria, told the Biafrans all over the world that this thing the jam did to Igbos is intentional. There is no way you explain it. How do you tell me that a particular region was affected by jam and you knew it? You went ahead to release the result. So you did it to them during the election. You also did it to them in jam. So that's why we are talking about the marginalization of people in Nigeria. And we are saying that allow these people to go. Let me tell you, one of the benefits of allowing Biafra to come, if Biafra come today, it will be a benefit to Africa.
How will it be a benefit to Africa?
Now let me tell you, the greatest mistake Gowon did is to fight Biafra. I am from the Middle Belt. And we are telling Gowon to do the needful before he meets his ancestor, just like Babangida did.
What is the needful?
By Babangida told the world, told Nigeria that it was not the Igbo that planned the coup. Today, he has healed a lot of things. If Babangida go now home now, at least he will have rest of mind. Yakubu will not get the rest of mind if he did not do the needful. By apologizing to the people for fighting Biafra.
Yakubu should apologize to the people.
Yes, for killing millions of people. Let me tell you, Gowon was used by British. British used Gowon to stop the Biafra war because they knew that if Biafra would have had their desired death, British would have been out of Nigeria. And that's why they supported Gowon to fight Biafra, to kill millions of Biafra. As I speak to you, why I tell you that Biafra freedom, Biafra sovereignty will be a help to Africa. Biafra supposed to be the Japan of Africa. Biafra supposed to be the China of Africa because God has given them the brain. That's why you can see they might not go to school, but what they are manufacturing is beyond human thinking. These are what God gave to them. Go to other developed countries now, you will see what they are doing. Igbos are there. Igbos brain, can't you see what they are doing? This is not, it's not a magic. It is what God has given to them. And that's why I say you cannot curse whom God has blessed. Even as you are, if you have a friend who is progressing, who is doing well, if you are jealous of that friend, you will see that you'll be going down. It's a natural. Be happy with that friend, and God also have a way of doing your own for you. That is who Igbo are. But the moment the APC government came in 2015, Buhari unleashed his hatred on the Igbos. He thought he was doing Igbo. He don't know that he was doing Nigeria. By demoting Igbos, by not allowing Igbo to be the position they deserve to be. Look at where we find ourselves. Under Obasanjo, when Igbo was on the affair of the economy of Nigeria. Can't you see the way we were flying? We were one of the best in Africa. Other African countries were coming to Nigeria to seek for greener pasture. But as I speak to you today, you will find it hard to see any Africans now coming to Nigeria for greener pasture. A few years ago, we were shouting, Ghana must go, Ghana must go. But today, In Ghana, they are shouting Nigeria must go. That is to tell you the difference. When Buhari came in, he brought the Fulani men who does not know their left from their right, and they mess the economy up. Look at where we find ourselves in Africa today. The same thing Tinubu is doing, which he has promised Nigeria. I will start from where Tinubu stopped. Look at Minister of Power. You came under you the first time in history. You said there is what is called Baji. There is Baji. Imagine somebody in one room is paying 15,000 naira monthly, and yet it's not saying the lie.
Now let's talk about
criminality.
Yakubu Gowon. A man from Plateau State was here, and that was last week. He said Yakubu Gowon will definitely be regretting why he fought the civil war against Igbos. Do you think that the way these S-men are doing in Plateau State, Yakubu Gowon will be regretting?
Yakubu Gowon is regretting why he fought the Biafra war. But he doesn't have a choice because British use him to achieve their purpose. And that's what these British do. That's why nnamdikanu say, go and serve the zoo and come back with shame. I said if it is now, nnamdikanu will not describe Nigeria as a zoo. Because as it is now, zoo is far better organized than Nigeria. In zoo, when lion show up, whether you are Igbos saw ahead of time, they stood. But the Nigerians, rise up like the people in Benue Plateau, and the rest stood against the Igbos to join the Fulanis to fight the Igbos, including the Yorubas too. Yes, they fought the Igbos, the Biafran war, and at the end of the day, what happened? Why is Nigeria crying today? Why is Benue crying today? Why is Plateau crying today? Why every other person crying today? Because of the nemesis of the crime they have committed before. That is why they are facing. Because they have a short sight. Igbos have a long sight. We foresee ahead of time. Likewise, what happened to the case of nnamdikanu, what he has said. Tell me the things that nnamdikanu have prophesied that have not come to pass in this country. But then mention one. And you are saying that we should come and do what? Under what? Under what purpose should Igbo man come and bow to Nigeria, to Fulanis before they become president? We don't need it. Because Nigeria,
the presidency?
Yes. Let me tell you, Obi Peter Obi, Atiku want him to be his running mate. Atiku that wishing Obi or wanted Obi or wanting Obi to become his vice president, his vice. Was Obi not part of Atiku before? Obi was with Atiku as vice in 2019. Though actually they won the election. But it was, the mandate was denied of them. As a result of power of incumbency, immunity, and position, and the influences that makes them not to take their mandates. And let me tell you, and what makes Obi to separate from Atiku? Something leads to something. And something makes Obi to leave Atiku and stand alone in LP, Labour Party, which matched Obi announcement politically today. In 2023, I put it before you, Mr. Anchor, that Peter Obi confidently won the election. But Igbophobia, that Igbophobia of a thing.
Peter Obi won which election?
2023.
But the INEC has declared that he had only 6 million votes, but the one had 8 million, and the Atiku has like 7 million.
My beloved brother, you see why I always not feel happy with the people. Forget what Mahmoud announced, because Mahmoud was under control and under the influence and under commandment of Igbophobia. That this man is an Igbo man, the result must not be given to him. Let's change the result. Let's turn the table upside down. And let me tell you, had it been that Obi is a northerner, are you telling me that they are not going to give it to him? And the word plays against Atiku as at that time, let me tell you, was as a result of Muhammadu Buhari being the northerner. And he was the one that just left the power. So that is what played against Atiku. If not so, they would have given, Atiku would have emerged. Obi emerged.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian.
Moneta get people that are lobbying for Biafra, and it is a plus the way Samantha is going international, and it seems he's making this agitation a serious international issue by employing international lobbyists to make sure that Biafra is recognized at the world stage. Let's get a reaction.
Now, thank you for that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say, someone has come out to say, or has outlined countless times that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, nnamdikanu did it via his own dimension. So ECPA is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Samonekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes Ndigbo and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Samonekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Samonekpa and nnamdikanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible. And when the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
to the government, to the Nigerian government be worried about this?
Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samonekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe, a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. We know it. I know it too. And that normal man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that so Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria. Just because they feel their brother is still in president. Man, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I am very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or see that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Ango Ambulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said post that election that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but from 2027 Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average Northern person is not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? It just come by 2027. The same thing the Yorubas have been after the votes for. Now they will be the mastermind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will also catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.